welcome to AN24 News Round. Here are the headlines. 81 cases of COVID-19 now confirmed in Nigeria. 50 houses destroyed as explosion rocks Akure. And also, the United States moves to evacuate its citizens from Nigeria. These and many more after the break. The total number of confirmed cases of coronavirus in Nigeria is now 81, as Nigeria has recorded 11 new cases. This was revealed late on Friday by the Nigerian Center for Disease Control, NCDC. According to the NCDC, 8 new cases were recorded in Lagos, 2 in Enugu State, and 1 in Edo State. This brings the total number of confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Nigeria to 81. 3 have been discharged with 1 dead, the NCDC said in a tweet. Currently, there are 52 cases of coronavirus in Lagos, 14 in the Federal Capital Territory, 3 in Ogun and Oyo states, 2 in Edo, Bauchi and Enugu state, and 1 in Ekiti, Osun and Rivers states. The Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has hinted at the possibility of a total lockdown in the state to further limit the spread of coronavirus disease. Sanwo-Olu said this at the State House in Marina on Friday during a briefing on the latest on COVID-19 in Lagos State. As of Friday, Sanwo-Olu stated that Ikeja and Etiosa local government areas had the highest number of patients, and government was focusing on these areas. Sanwo-Olu also said the state was moving in the direction of a total lockdown. The Commissioner for Health, Lagos State, Professor Abayomi, in an earlier press briefing had said that the state might record up to 39,000 cases of COVID-19 in a worst-case scenario. But if social distancing was adequately practiced, then the case might not be more than 13,000. He urged the Lagosians to adhere to the social distancing rules to contain the spread of the disease. A bomb explosion on Saturday has left over 50 houses destroyed in Akure North local government, Ondo State. According to reports, the explosion occurred at 12 midnight after a lorry carrying an explosive device from Akure end to Owo developed a fault. The impact of the explosion left a crater, causing the road to split into 2. The state governor, Rotimi Akeredolu, has urged the residents not to panic in a tweet made via his verified Twitter handle. Chioma Roland, fiancé to Nigerian music star Davido, has tested positive to the coronavirus disease. Davido made the announcement in a lengthy post via his verified Instagram page on Friday and said that Chioma had been quarantined. The four-crooner disclosed that tests were carried out on him, his fiancée, their baby, and the rest of the DMW crew, which all came back as negative except Chioma's. He, however, said she had shown no symptoms, even though she was in quarantine, while he had proceeded to self-isolate for the next 14 days. The United States government has announced that it is preparing emergency flights to evacuate its citizens in Nigeria, despite airport closure in the country. The U.S. Embassy and Consulate in Nigeria made this known in a notice released on Friday, titled Health Alert, U.S. Mission in Nigeria. The notice advised American citizens all over Nigeria to make their way to Abuja and Lagos as soon as possible to ensure that they could join the arranged flights back to the U.S. The Consulate advised citizens not in Abuja and Lagos to work with local airlines to make travel arrangements while flights were still available. It also stated that although there were currently no scheduled flights to the United States from Nigeria, they were actively exploring options and attempting to secure flights despite global airport closures and travel restrictions. The embassy confirmed that it would email U.S. citizens immediately they had the flights details, routes, and costs. According to the World Health Organization statistics on Saturday morning, the U.S. has 68,334 confirmed cases of COVID-19 with 991 attendant deaths. And this is how much we can take on the news at this hour. Thank you for joining us.